Hi, this is Escape with Max. This is a channel you can come to if you just need to escape your mind a bit. Just kind of let go of your thoughts and just listen to me talk about anything. Just, yeah. If you're watching this and you have some stressful stuff going on in your life, just envision it in a ball in your mind. Hold that ball and just throw it out. Get rid of it. Just let go for a little bit, because you're here, you're watching my video right now, and there's no reason to be stressed if you've already decided you're dedicating some time towards this video. Yeah, like, this morning, I wanted to get up early. I wanted to wake up early. And I didn't. I slept in. I set my alarm again and again and again. Just hit snooze. And I didn't get up till like 12. And it made me feel like shit. Like really shit. And I struggle with motivation a lot. I suck at motivating myself. I feel like I have all this passion to do things, but sometimes my brain just is hard to fight. I'm better than I was yesterday, but I still struggle every day. Every day, I struggle to get up. I don't have many people I can talk to about it too, so it's one of the reasons I'm here on this video, because I mean, I have people, they just, it sounds dumb, they just don't always understand what I'm trying to say though. Like, I'll call my mom sometimes and I'll just be like, hey mom, I'm just feeling really bad today. I'm feeling really down in the dumps. And I'm just feeling like I don't want to do anything today. And I come to her with that, and maybe I'll explain why, what's going on in my life, what's making me feel that way. And she's just the type of person to be like, here's the solution. Boom, fixed. And I'm just like, I just shut up and I don't really say anything. Like, I just don't respond to her that much, because I understand that it's hard to explain to her that I just want to have someone to help me feel those feelings. I don't know. I don't want to be told that there's a quick solution. I want to be told that it's okay to just feel bad today. So, I don't really have anyone to tell me that, but I'm telling you that if you're feeling like shit today, that's okay. It's fine. Just feel like shit if you gotta. If you have to feel like shit, feel like shit. Because shoving it down and just giving yourself that quick solution, it's not what works all the time. It's not what fucking works. Okay? So don't keep putting that pressure on yourself to just get better and get over shit. I love my mom a lot, and she is super helpful. I'm just sharing that to kind of explain that, sometimes some people don't always help. They help with some stuff, they don't help with others. My mom's kind of my main person to go to for help with most things. So a lot of my friends are just very logical people, and I don't know. I don't have a lot of outlets. I don't have a lot of outlets. And I've come to YouTube to find outlets a lot. And I think that's part of the reason I'm making this, because I've spent so much time watching videos like this or videos like whatever, and I wanna share, I wanna help people the same way that other people have helped me. So yeah. I don't know if this will help, but it helps me sometimes. So if you want to, just do like 3 deep breaths with me. Just help clear your mind, and just kind of, while you're breathing in, just kind of envision that you're like building up all that like negativity in your mind and your brain. Just, it's tight in there, and then you just release it out of your mouth. And just imagine that air is just bad energy leaving. Bad thoughts, bad negativity, all that. It's just exiting you, clearing your mind. Just do that. I'm gonna do it like 3 times. That helped me a little bit. I just feel more relaxed from that. Sometimes that's all it does, and sometimes that's all you need. So I don't know. I've been exploring spirituality a lot recently, and I think that's one of the main reasons that in my personal path I've been able to improve a lot, is because of spirituality. I mean, a lot of the core beliefs of it are just self-help beliefs, are just self-help practices and stuff, like meditating and like physical work and stuff, like working out, being healthy, eating good food, practicing mindfulness, like all of these things that are a part of spirituality and that like lifestyle are the same things that help you improve your life anyways. Yeah, so like, and for me that kind of sparked because well, I think it all started when I took mushrooms. Obviously, that's a lot of this. You grow up in this sort of American society, and spirituality isn't really talked about here openly, or it's not a big belief here. I mean, yeah. So I grew up without that, but my mom was very spiritual. She never really put it on us, but it did keep my mind open to it, for sure, because she was really good at teaching us to be open-minded. I say us, I have a sister, so both of us. She's not really spiritual, but I definitely took this path because of all that. So yeah, I took mushrooms like near the beginning of 2023. Like a year ago, around now, about a year ago. It was me and my friend. His mom gave them to us. I didn't really know what they were. I mean, I did, but I didn't know what it was gonna be like. I didn't know what psychedelics were. I didn't even understand the concept of it affecting my mind. I thought it was just crazy colors and all that. And so me and my friend, we took one night and we made some tea, we drank it, and it actually didn't do anything really. I just felt more giggly, more like, it felt like I was kind of high on weed, but more like intense. And so the next night we did it again because it didn't really do much the first night. Saying that out loud, that's a really fucking stupid idea. But yeah, we did it again more, and it worked for sure. That night we were just sitting on his couch, just like, what is happening to our minds right now? What is going on? Like, we just had no idea. I remember he was like, oh, can I touch your hair? I had really long hair at the time. He was like, your hair's so beautiful, I just want to touch it. And I was just like, get out of my space, man. Get out of here. I remember shit like that. We were just staring at the fucking wall, like, just, there wasn't even many visuals. We were just so, like, there was just this inexplainable feeling happening. And either way, that was a whole thing. And that was my first real experience with mushrooms. And I remember the next day I called into work, because I worked the next day, and I took mushrooms the night before. Don't do that. Prioritize your job. But yeah, I called in, and I remember I just spent the day like, just kind of like, whoa, what did I just experience? What was that? Just like kind of thinking about the night before. And from that point on, I took mushrooms more and more. I probably had 10 to 20 more experiences after that over the year. So I was doing them a lot, and I did them with friends, I did them alone. Most of the time it was alone. And I was smoking a lot of weed at the same time. So genuinely, I don't think I've had any mushroom experience where I was completely sober from weed, where I was just taking mushrooms. Maybe some of the trips, they'd started without weed, but I would usually smoke before the peak or at the peak, and before I say I was sober for the beginning of trips, but like I was still smoking a lot anyways, so my mind was kind of affected by that already. But yeah, so I was doing it a lot, and I think it just opened my mind up to a lot of the ideas of playing with your consciousness and raising it. And I just spent a lot of time learning about it, learning about psychedelics. I started listening to Joe Rogan's podcasts, but only the ones where he would talk to people who knew about psychedelics and studied it. And then it got into, I started searching for more people who talked about it, more people. And psychedelics and spirituality are pretty connected. So it just ended up happening that a lot of what I was learning about was spirituality, and it just clicked for me too. Like, it wasn't just that I was learning about it, that I did it. It was like, it all made sense. The teachings of it, of all spirituality, like just in general, anywhere you look, if it's spiritual, it just makes sense. It's like the beliefs of just treating your body like it's more valuable than I thought. Treating your mind more carefully, practicing certain mindful meditations, and like practicing kindness and all that. Like, that's a huge part of it. And creativity and playing. It's like spirituality kind of pushes these core beliefs on you that I think make sense. I know I'm repeating what I'm saying a lot, but I'm just like trying to get it out. Like creating, playing, working, and like, I don't know, just like being healthy, like all these things. It was just like, of course you want to live that way. Of course you want to work hard, eat healthy, and like work hard in all aspects of your life. Eat healthy, maintain good relationships, and with yourself, maintaining that relationship with yourself. A lot of beliefs don't really talk about, like, I grew up with Mormon family, and Jesus is a pretty big dude in Mormonism, you know, and that's the belief. And like, Mormonism is quite spiritual, but more in a way where, I don't know, they just never explain this shit to me. I never thought Mormonism was anything like a spiritual at all, but it can be. So yeah, I just started learning about like spirituality and stuff a lot, and it just kind of integrated into my life because it worked. It made sense to me, and I hope it makes sense to you. I mean, I'm not sitting here talking about it so that I put it onto you and you want to do it, although it is a good idea. Like, just even if you don't believe in spirituality or whatever, like, just the beliefs of it are really good. Like, you should be working on yourself all the time and like trying to be creative and letting yourself, you know, have time to play and trying to work hard all the time. Like, it's just good things. And the people in this community and stuff, they're just such incredible people. The most open-minded, open-hearted, kind, real people. Because such a huge part of spirituality is being the real you, kind of pulling out that you that's buried in you, buried in the body, pulling out that spirit, that the core essence of you, letting that shine through. So it's just a practice that you do. You kind of just learn about it, keep up the teachings, and it's improved my life. So yeah. A big thing that like this path I've been on, spirituality, all that, big thing that it's taught me is that I should just do what I want to do. And you should too. Like, work for your dreams. And I mean your dreams. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, I dream for a nice house. And I'm sorry, this just sounds so fucking dumb. I have no right to be teaching or talking about this stuff because I don't have like an education in this. This is just what I've learned personally. So take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. You know, I don't know exactly what I'm talking about here. I just have had experiences and I'm just sharing it. I'm sharing what I've learned. I'm just chillaxing now, but if you're here at this point and you're still watching, then I appreciate it. I'm sorry if I just talk too much about myself. I don't know. I'm trying to find a balance here. I just don't know what I'm doing, so figuring it out as I go here. But yeah, I guess I'll something I've wanted to talk about on here for a little bit in the short amount of time I've had this channel up is the death of my dad, because it's something I've been trying to work through ever since it happened, and I'm still working through it. And I know there's a lot of people out there who have also dealt with a death of someone they love who's close to them. So I'm just gonna talk about it for a bit. You don't have to listen, whatever. Yeah. So when I was like 15, it was 2020. It was my first year at a new school. I moved away, like 15 hours away from where I grew up. And I went to a new school, and it was really tough because, I'm 15 years old. Everyone at the school already was in their little groups, and I was really shy, and I didn't like annoying people, so I just kept quiet and I just didn't talk to people. And I think I had made a couple friends at this point, and I mean just 2 people that I would talk to at school. I wouldn't even hang out with them outside of school. And my relationship with my father at this point was a little rocky, because growing up he drank a lot. He had a lot of drug use too, and he made a lot of mistakes, and he exposed us to a lot of really terrible things. So me and my sister kind of had to cut him out for a little bit. And so at this point, the past few months before he died, we were kind of working past it, and I was talking to him again quite a bit. And so, 2020, first year to school, and I was it had just hit spring break in March, and we were told we might not go back to school for an extra couple weeks. So it was COVID. COVID was happening. And so March 26th, my mom walks in to my room at 7 a.m. She knocks on the door and she's like, "Hey." I don't even remember what she said, but it's probably something she dragged my sister in there too, and she was like, I do kind of remember it, but she was like, "Hey, I don't know how to tell you guys this, but your dad passed away last night. They found him on a couch. He died in his sleep. We don't know how." And so at this point, he died at the town that I used to live in. He died where I am now, actually. He died here in this town. And I remember that morning, she left my room, so did my sister, and I just sat there for an hour, and then I just hopped on my Xbox, started playing games. I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know how to process that. And so I just played games that day with my friends and didn't really have a great time. So for months I didn't really process it too much. I maybe cried once for the year, once or twice. In that year I cried over it. And then it probably wasn't about till a couple of years after when it sort of started to hit me more, and I was really starting to process it more. I got a girlfriend too. I talked about her before, because I don't know, it wasn't great, but at this point there wasn't really a lot of issues in the relationship. This is before a lot of shit happened, and so it was kind of early into my relationship with my girlfriend, and my dad's death was sort of starting to affect me more and more, and I finally had someone who I could kind of talk to about it. So she definitely helped me a lot with that, because there was many nights where I would just get emotional and I just cry, laying in her lap. I just cry and be like, I just miss him so much. Because I do. He was my best friend in a lot of ways. He was just such a cool dad, and despite all the issues that we had, he loved me and my sister actually more than anything. It sounds cliche, but genuinely, I don't know I know he wishes so badly that he could have just quit everything that he was doing for us, but the alcohol really kind of had that grip on him. And he was really sad. He got more sad because of how he treated us, and I don't know. And so, yeah, like, I've just been kind of working through it since then. It's been really long, but I found people will tell you to just, like, there's a point where you just kind of get over it. And I haven't felt that yet. I'm not over it. I still get sad thinking about him. And I still almost think about him every day and wish that he was just here right now and I could just hug him again. Because he's like, I don't know. Losing a parent is hard. But I understand it's part of life. I just have struggled to figure out how to deal with it. But one thing I do know is that every time I cry about it, I let it happen, because that is the grieving, and that's what helps, is when you actually let yourself feel it, feel that sadness. And if anyone in your life has died and you're really grieving over it, I'm sorry about that. And I wish I could come hug you and let you just cry on me and feel it out. Because I know that is one of the best feelings, is when you just have someone else who can help you like that. And if you want, you can let it out right now. Just cry. Let the tears come. Grieving it's really hard. It's really confusing. So people don't understand grieving. Very few people do. So don't feel like you're just like alone in this sadness and just like worse than everyone because you can't figure it out like everyone else supposedly does. I mean, I'm pretty good at coming off as a pretty happy, cheery guy all the time in my day-to-day life, but I mean, I come home and most nights and I'm kind of just depressed and sad. That sounds bad. I'm not always depressed and sad. I have a lot of issues that I work through. I think my kind of, like, me finding spirituality, that makes sense to me based on everything else that's happened in my life. The people I've lost, the beliefs I grew up with, the teachings from my mom, the way I was raised. I think it makes sense why I found it. I don't know why, and I think even without that, spirituality would make sense to me. Because its main belief to me is caring about yourself and being you and like finding happiness within. It doesn't come from owning a nice house, owning a nice car. It comes from just being happy with where you are and what you have right now. So yeah, just try and appreciate what you have right now, Just fucking appreciate your dog. Appreciate your dog, appreciate your room. Appreciate the bananas on your counter. the milk in your fridge, the eggs in that carton, appreciate it. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm sorry. This is appreciate the simple things. Appreciate the simple things, and try and love yourself a little bit. This video is definitely, I think, the longest one I've made. These are almost turning into like podcasts, but if you're someone who's watching up to this point and you actually enjoy what I'm talking about, just let me know. I'm trying to figure out what people like, and I guess it doesn't really matter. I should just make what I want, but I do want to make videos that are somewhat enjoyable to watch and not like super all over the place. And yeah, any advice is appreciated. I love you a lot. Random person whose eyes are on me right now, I love you. And it's not just some BS thing I say to spread happiness. I truly do love you. I haven't even met you, but I know if I met you, I'd love you. Because I want to love everyone. I want to love everyone, the good, the bad, all of it about them. Just appreciate them for who they are. And I want to love myself just the same. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I love you. I love me. I love this. I love the world. Yeah. I hope you have an awesome day. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Say something in the comments if you want to make a comment. Subscribe if you want to keep seeing me talk about everything, anything. And yeah, I'll see you later. Much love. Bye.